Hi, welcome to Travel Talk number 2, where I'm going to talk about budgeting for a cruise vacation. So the first thing I want to talk about in terms of budgeting money for your cruise vacation is basically like you want to do a lot of your financial work on the front end of your cruise vacation. And what I mean by that is when you are doing the planning and booking for your cruise and figuring out the types of activities or excursions that you're going to want to do, pay for them as soon as you can. My rule of thumb for cruising is like by the time you actually get on the ship, there should be no more money exchanging hands for anything, really. Your specialty dining is paid for, your excursions are paid for, maybe some special activity or something you're going to do is paid for. I mean, even down to like your ground transportation. Like, yep, you know how you're getting to and from the airport or your hotel or your Airbnb. Sorry, the dog wants to get up here with me. Come on, baby. So I would say like, hi. The first thing, you book your cruise and whether you pay it all at once or you're going to pay it in chunks, set a schedule and stick to it in terms of paying for it. Now, if you've never done a cruise before, your money is going to be due 12 weeks before the ship leaves. So if you're budgeting, you need to think about that. If you're budgeting a year out, you don't have 12 months to pay for that. You have 8 months, right? If you're booking it 4 months out, it's all going to be due. If you're booking it 6 months out, you can break it up into like 2 payments or something like that, right? So those are things to think of. And also like with your excursions, always book your excursions before you leave the country. Like you shouldn't, it's not ideal, right? Like it's kind of frustrating to like be on the ship trying to book an excursion, hoping that there's spaces left and stuff like that. So my suggestion, what I always try to do at least is book my excursion well before, usually at 8 to 10 weeks before the cruise. And then you've got it done, taken care of. You don't have to think about it, right? And same thing goes for your pre-cruise hotel stay. Or if you like to do post-cruise, fine. Then your post-cruise hotel stay, whatever. Like, book it, pay for it, be done with it. Because you're cruising and you just get in vacation mindset, it's like, what time is it? Does it really matter? What day is it? Doesn't really matter. And you get the same attitude about money. How much is it? Okay, whatever, I don't care. Wait, what? Oh wait, I don't know how much I have or whatever. So just do your money stuff on the front end. Have that in your mind when you're looking at cruises and you're like, okay, this one's $5.99 a person and it's from a port that I can drive to. So you can think about gas money and hotel money and okay, I'm probably going to spend this much on excursions and, I'm not going to do specialty dining. I'm going to do open bar or vice versa, right? Just be thinking about that. And that right there will help you have a realistic idea from jump about what your budget's going to be. Because I think the biggest mistake people make is not being realistic. People are like, oh, I'm going to go on this cruise and it's $249 a person and I'm not going to come out of pocket for anything and I'm not going to do any excursions. I'm just going to stay on the boat and do everything that's free and included. Yeah, right. And then they're mad when they go on the cruise and of course they end up paying $350 out of pocket and then they want to complain and say they hate cruising and that cruises nickel and dime you. Cruises don't nickel and dime you. You have to be a well-informed traveler and know what's included and what's not. That isn't on the cruise line to tell you. That's for you to figure out and know when you get on your ship, right? So if the first tip I'm giving is like, try to handle your money on the front end, like so that by the time you're traveling, everything is paid for. You don't have to worry about anything. I would say my second tip is like, be realistic. Maybe I should switch that. Maybe being realistic should be first. But anyway, you have to be realistic. If you're going to go on a cruise to an expensive destination, you need to be realistic that probably your port taxes are going to be higher, right? And, All the places where you can buy souvenirs or go to eat or do excursions are going to be more expensive if it's an expensive destination. Like just little things like that. You gotta like be realistic about. I love how people are like, oh, I did a cruise once and I didn't like it. You know, I just felt like it wasn't really a good deal, or I got nickel and dimed. I'm like, okay, if anyone says they feel like they got nickel and dimed on a cruise, that just lets me know that they didn't know what they were doing, right? Like everything is included, almost everything. How did you get nickel and dimed? So, my little tip for being realistic is know the difference between what's included and what you got to come out of pocket for. On a cruise ship, what's included on most cruise lines, you know, I've only sailed on like 3 major cruise lines, Norwegian, Royal, and Carnival. But like what's included is when you pay your fare. So if I pay my $6.99 a person, $3.59 a person, $9.99 a person, whatever that cruise fare is, it includes obviously your stateroom. It includes all food at the buffet or the main dining areas or the pool buffet. It includes all soft drinks, non-alcoholic drinks. It includes the nightly entertainment in the theater and in the atrium and the various games and activities throughout the day, unless your daily newsletter specifies with an asterisk or something that they cost extra. Okay? It includes getting on and off at port. Not the excursion, but the ability to get on and off at port, obviously. These room service is free until I forget what, before like midnight or 2 a.m. or something, I don't remember, right? Like what your cruise fare does not cover is alcoholic beverages of any kind. Okay? You gotta come out of pocket for booze or just get a drink package. It does not cover specialty dining. So if you want to go to a nice restaurant on the ship, you want to go to the Cirque du Soleil dinner show, you want to go to the steakhouse or whatever, or the sushi place or the ice bar or whatever, you're going to come out of pocket. That's not included. What's not included in your cruise fare is the daily surcharge. So it could be anywhere from $12.50 to $15 a day. You're going to be charged for gratuities, taxes, and like fees, basically. They're surcharges. You can either, on the front end, like I suggest, pay them before, like sometime while you're making monthly payments or you're making the single payment for your cruise vacation, elect to pay your surcharges ahead of time. But if you don't do that, then you just need to know, okay, cool, every day that I'm on the boat, they're going to charge me $12.50, $13. Whatever the price is, they're going to charge you that because it's the daily surcharge. Okay. So yes, the cruise line offers excursions at destinations, but you have to pay for it, okay? And then room service, sometimes room service, like late night room service, yeah, you're going to pay for it. Or like certain entrees or dishes in room service, yes, you will have to pay for that. I kind of like need to go back and correct my comment about soft drinks. So non-alcoholic beverages and like water, tea, coffee, juice, stuff like that is free. Soft drinks, like people commonly, like soda or pop, as I call it where I'm from. Your pop or your soda or your Coke, whatever you call it, is not free. You need to get a drink package so that you can drink all of the Coke, Pepsi, Sprite, Mountain Dew, whatever you want, okay? But like I don't drink pop, so I realized I was like, oh, I was wrong, I had to fix that. And then the last little tidbit I will give for budgeting for your cruise vacation is be strategic about like when you travel. And what I mean by that, like, for example, I oftentimes will try to do a cruise that either leaves on or close to a payday, or a payday happens while I'm sailing. Okay? And the reason that is like I said, if you've done all your financial stuff on the front end, you've paid it, you didn't put it on a credit card, you made payments on the trip, it's paid for. You paid your surcharges, right? Your excursions are paid for, your specialty dining, done, or your drinks package or whatever, done. Okay, cool. You've paid all that money. You don't have anything. And then when you get paid while you're on the ship and you know you've got all this money, it is nice to be like, I don't have to worry about the surcharges. I don't have to worry about this. I've just got this money, and if I want to go shopping, if I want to get a good gift, if I want to do whatever, right? It's just nice. Or conversely, right? It's also nice, like, if you have put everything on credit cards, you're feeling like your money's tight and you're trying to make it work. It's nice to know, oh God, I get paid today, or I got paid last night, or I get paid tomorrow, right? I just think that helps to ease financial stress when traveling. So that's another tip. Try to travel over a payday. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to be short and quick today, and just give you some of the tips. I'm overcoming a cold, so I'm a little tired. Sorry if I was hard to hear or understand at times. And it's almost New Year's. The year is almost over, so I'm wishing all of you a happy New Year, and have fun planning and budgeting and doing research for all of your adventures next year. I cannot wait to share where I'm going to be going in 2019. I'll make a video for that in the coming weeks, but in the meantime, I would love it if you comment below. Tell me where you're going in 2019. What big trip are you looking forward to? So yeah, Happy New Year. I hope you had a Merry Christmas or a Happy Hanukkah, or you're currently having a joyous Kwanzaa, all the things, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all the things. And yeah, I think my next video will be in 2019. So bye, and see you next year.